Good afternoon, sports fans. We are connecting our cables together for our microphone. We have the 4 poster here, the 4 segment, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have the ordinary, the TRRS. That one's the TRRS. This one's the TRRS only. Though I'm joining them all together, so if I want to use this normal one, I can, and I want to use the TRRS, I can. I'm joining them like this. All red to red, and all white to white. Now, I've bound them round together, outwards, and I bound them that way outwards. And I'm going to fold them down like this, and then I'm going to bind them again. And then I will whack one of these things on without that cover. I've already put, well, 2 of them. I've already put the heat shrink on, which you have to. And I'll put a black one on, just in case I want to use it. It's on there, because it'll be impossible to put on other than unwinding it all, and that would be a great waste of time. So it's already on there. It's got to be on the right one too. It's got to be on the one that goes to the microphone, because that will be the single lead splitting from 2. Though other than that, and here I have these 2 unnecessary ones. I'm never going to use them. So I've put a knot in them right up against where they come out. And then I've cut them at a differential length so that they can't contact each other when they're hard against the cable, which they're going to lay against when I heat shrink it. And then I cut them all flush so they can't even really touch anyway. So you cut them differential length. See, the green one's shorter than the, grey one. So when they're laying flat, the green one's not touching the grey one at all. And that's how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to... Next process is to wind them. Now they're folded down half again. Wind them together again. That kind of locks them right there anyway. You probably don't really need this, but I'm going to break this end off here. I'm going to take that blue thing out of the way. I'm going to stick that over the end like that. I'm going to crush it with the pliers on hard, and then I'm going to straighten that out. I'm going to push the heat sink over it all, and I'll give it a little go with my lighter. It won't take very long. You don't use a butane one because it's very hot. Use a normal one because it's not very hot, and you don't have to touch it much. It takes nothing for that to shrink in energy, and that'll all be nice and neat. Then I can plug this one TRRS port for my Android, and if I require just this normal one, I got just this normal one. And then this one come in the pack, in the box with the phone anyway. And I was going to get the special adapter with the headphone, but, well, you could put it off here if you wanted. But I don't need a headphone because I'm deaf, so I just need the inputs. It makes it a bit complicated. I have to research exactly how to do that correctly. But so I know this works because it works as it is already. And I'll be very happy having the dual purpose of this and that. Okay, sports fans, so I'll complete the next stage. Hi, sports fans. Now for part 2. I remove the spades off. Right, there they are there, right? They're just the insert end. I've removed both spades off because they're the least that you use, these ones. And I just inserted the ends, that little tube, over the positives and then over the negatives, and then they go in opposite directions. But over the negatives, I'm going to put a little bit of heat shrink, not that much of course, and then over the positive, a little bit of heat shrink. And then I'm going to lay the positive this way or negative that way, whichever suits it best. And Then these ones come over, whatever suits it best. I can choose red or black. And that's what I'm going to do. And that should just about have my microphone working for whatever 3.5mm port. Okay, sports fans, here we have the red on the red and the black on the black. You see I just annealed it over with one of these. Try not to put it on the orange of the flame, blue. And then on the ends where it's still open, you just heat that a little bit and then squash it down with the flat on your pliers there, and then squash this one down with the tips there and there, and this one down flat, and then you have it sealed there. And then you can bring these ones over, whatever color you choose. I'm going to choose red, I think, and totally insulate the whole thing. It should look okay. Oh yeah, and you have to go differential, one towards the microphone and one away, or else it'll be too thick. So lay one way and one the other way, and then lay those down flat, those two that won't be used. Now where it comes to the two leads, I cut away the casing here because it's too thick with two casings, so I cut it away. That's it there. So I can slip that over. It's thin enough to slip that over. The two casings, the two additional cables, and that joiner. Okay, sports fans, I trimmed it off, cut it. I can't get it right down on that black thing, little black part that's hanging out there. But I'm going to shrink it down on there. It's working. I imagine I can't see any reason. I haven't tested this one because I can't, but I can't see any reason why that won't work too with another device that requires TRRS. Okay, sports fans, here we go. We're going to heat shrink this off. Just like that. Don't have to go fast. And do it all at once, and you'll just burn it. Right, just like that. There we have it, sports fans. We got the TRRS and TRRS connections coming out of the one little spout there. We can plug either in and they'll work. Not what is the same at the time in the same Android, but the white one will work in the Android and then the red one will work in other non-Android devices. So we got a choice for our microphone up here. So that's how I done it anyway. I don't suggest you do this. You'll cause significant damage to everyone and everything, because that's the kind of thing that happens. If you're not a qualified electrician and everything, you shouldn't touch these things. You should blow yourself up and kill yourself and wreck your equipment. Possibly, sports fans.